Men of do hallow from green and to mallow, in whose bosom's hollow no mean thoughts lurk. Come join in my ditty, which is true and witty, and I'll sing you the praises of sweet Kanturk. For my heart there wanders and fondly ponders on the man he wanders there to be seen, from the mansion stately that rises so nately up Kathleen's lane till it meets the Brogeen. There's a castle hoary of ancient glory that soars so proudly o'er Dalla's tide, where in days of yore one MacDonagh with lime and gore built that court of pride. But when, alas, they brought home the glass to glaze the windows sublime, I ween, the carman had too much drink at Ned, so the glass went smash into the Brogeen. You see that mansion of great expansion that soars so proudly o'er the National School, with its Grecian windows and towers so splendid, there lives the town clock serene and cool. But when the clock's at it goes on the batter, its wild vagaries would raise your gall, for at 12 p.m. it would often strike 10, and if far gone in liquor it won't strike at all. There are 3 streets meeting like fond friends greeting in that part of town that they call the square, but whoever boasted that queer cognomen was a red-nosed toper or right jolly queer. It's there the drapers hang out their gaiters and show off their linen without shame or fear, while the grocers' windows are stuffed with onions, fine red herrings and lots of beer. In the market square are beams and scales to weigh the potatoes by weight or pound. Hard by milk barrels some fair one quarrels, and heads of cabbage are ranged around. In that same row of the cast-off clothes, arrogate, arrogant, the owner cries, with bags of seagrass and fishes various, laid out to tempt those that there pass by. In those barrels there, if there be a fair, old sporters all shout forth with might, and Florence Reardon, our club's brave chairman, for the rights of labour stands up to fight. There are 2 fine rivers that shine and quiver, till their waters mingle like Avoca's veil. There the maidens with clothes tubs laden will talk of soldiers, wake tea and cream. Do you see those waters they're often sought after by each publican's daughter to mix galore, with fine Cork whisky both strong and frisky, and to make it waker they put 1 to 4. There are 2 fine bridges which span these rivers, where you can read poetry as you go along, about Bluepool's groves and Old Erin's woes, as the river flows with its murmuring song. 2 bridges there no man saw fairer, that span sweet Allow and Dallow's tide. They're the trout and collie that sport so jolly, and cut their capers in those waters wide. It's there each loafer will often go for, to sit down idly on its battlements, while youthful Arabs in tattered garments shout daily hurl with all their strength. From Donovan's Hill, if the day be still, you can see the mill where they grind the mail, and there beyond in the workhouse grand, where the poor, God help them, are tin and pale. It's there the guardians you'd oft hear arguing and deliberating on state affairs, while below a pauper awaits an order from a poor law guardian till he comes downstairs. Now take my arm, and we'll stray from harm, neath the poplars fronting fair Egmont Row. God bless Lord Darrell, sure he was a darling, that made those walks there long, long ago. But his present lordship, 'tis for him a hardship, he is forgetting his loyal town. Those public walks he has shut with locks, and those mud-wall cabins he has tumbled down. Now for style and grace, look at Egmont Place, or as Johnson called it, Mutton Chop Row. 'Tis there the quality reside in jollity, and frown most grandly on the poor below. It's there, the ladies, the darling creatures, imbibe wine and spirits for lunch, while the brave bold gentlemen, by way of stimulant, will drink mull porter or whiskey punch. A few more verses this muse rehearses, to paint more fully our noble town. Come sing them proudly from your heart loudly, they'll bring you halfpence and me renown. Now no man wants money, don't fear my honey, for all can get plenty, sure now 'tis true. Since St. Patrick dear, St. Alone Bank here, you can get a draw on an IOU. By the bridge called Wooden we now return, of stone and iron are all its joints. See that holy pile with its lofty spire, and silent finger to heaven pines. There our loved Archdeacon knew of tear preaching upon the sins of the present age, while Father Coleman, that good and bold man, would drive off Satan to his fiery cage. There's Thomas Noonan, that good and true man, to Hala's soul he is called right well, while P.F. Johnson fought hard to ransom our martyred brothers from their prison cell. So now, good neighbours, I won't detain you, for to tell you the truth I am getting dry. A copper each will never break you, so don't refuse the poor minstrel boy. May the light of freedom soon us illumine, and our home rule banners triumphantly, when the people glorious will join victorious. Kanturk forever and old Ireland free.